because that is a restraining order, which is an abuse system, and he was reprimanded for doing so at court. He was didn't even include me. He thinks I'm not 140. The judge reprimanded him for being so disrespectful in court. He shopped around after he had a restraining order. He shopped around until he found along with his privilege, who was happy to side with the black man in instances. Now, I want to speak to Alderman Keys, who I don't even know, never met him. And he speaks about residents, he's speaking on behalf of the residents, but he just seems very unapproachable. And I think it's another alderman up there as well, Kobe Chapman, who just, I feel like if we don't hate the people, or not hate, that's a strong word, if we don't dislike the people that they don't dislike, then it's a problem. And I feel like as an elected official, that's unbecoming. Get your personal and be here for people, really for the people, regardless of how you feel about someone personally. I don't have to like the people you like. I don't have to dislike the people you dislike. None of that is going to move this city to move forward. But again, Ryan Sawatsky is a racist. He put a police report on an 80-year-old black woman saying that she harassed him and threatened him. He tried to weaponize the Harvey Police Department against me last week, asking that they file a report on me, all because I asked him how he thought the verdict was.
Next up is Alex Blackman, followed by Joseph Whittington. Alexandra Blackman.
All right, please, we are in this meeting. Everyone take a deep breath. Thank you. Let's all take a deep breath and move on. Thank you.
Whittington, followed by Chappelle Phelps.
Harvey resident, alderman of the second ward. Harvey resident, alderman of the second ward. Purpose today to talk about. I've been very sad for a long time, and actually in Harvey, it's been always trying to move forward. It has always been this type of attitude that goes on here, attitude that goes on here, and I call it trauma. This is a very important to me as a senior, a homeowner, and a former elected official in Thornton Township, and in Harvey. I had the pleasure to serve in my community for over 30 years because I believe in good leadership. I believed that Harvey was going to be like Atlanta at one time, but I found out it's a part of my past with corruption in Chicago, with the attitudes of crime, gangs, and people wanting to benefit off of the people, the little people, the people. We are the people. I don't want nobody telling me what to do. I want the people to tell me what to do. I want them to look at every city council meeting, take your assigned agenda that we have for city council, and show it to your residents. And they will tell you what they want you to vote on. Don't vote for yourself. I wrote a book, What is American Ghetto Life? 300 eye-opening truths about life in the city. I also say the hood, because I like the word hood. I like the word ghetto, because ghetto means wealth.
30 seconds.
All throughout the whole city of Chicago, all the city communities that went down, now they all are developed, because the leadership is lacking. We got to focus on how we're going to move this city forward. We got sewers that gotta be clean, curbs gotta be clean, trash houses on the side, abandoned houses, we got weeds growing on the side, but the people now are going to have to come together and help the city. We've got to take over our neighborhood or someone else will. Thank you.
Next up is Chappelle Books, followed by Reverend M. King Jr.
Good evening, Harvey. My name is Chappelle Hooks. I am a 52-year resident of Harvey. And if Lord willing, I will be 53. And officials. There's number 18-12, you can look it up. And it talks about the executive order to eliminate nepotism in the state government hiring. And being that there's familial relationships here, they should have recused themselves. This is one of the reasons why Harvey is in the state that it's in, because of familial relationships in the city government. We have people that continue to bring in their families and appoint them to positions, and they're being paid with public funds. Alderman Rogers should have been recused from the whole total process once his wife put in an application. He should have been able to vote, abstain, nothing. He should have been recused. And also, I mean, people need to do their research and start looking up these officials that's being appointed or elected, because that past is sketchy. I want somebody to be in control of my rights, and they have the past that they have. That's just something that we're not doing as a community. We're not looking into people's backgrounds. Yeah, you might have been, Ms. Rogers, you might have been, back when you've been, what is that? But I mean, you did what you did, and that's not gonna go away. So how can you be trusted with
30 seconds.
with the public's records, and you can be trusted with the state's money? Absolutely. And what happened to the 1.5 million check? Sitting on the board as president, that money went out the door. Y'all voted for that. You know, it's just, we need to do better. And we'll see where this 30 million gonna go.
Next up is Reverend M. King Jr., followed by Melissa Crawford.
Reverend M. King Jr. 216 Platinum Boulevard, Harvey, Illinois, for many, many years. I just want to say, there's a time right now for our city to come together. Whatever we like or don't like, we've got 2 years to make a decision on that. It ain't that I'm gonna do all I can in the city of Harvey to make it work. Everything I can. And I want us to stop shading the different alderpersons. Stop shading them. Let them do their job. If they have a question, let them have the question. Whatever it is. And I like to see some teamwork. I don't like to see the 4 and 2 and things like that. I want them to think for themselves and to act for themselves. Look, this city is in big trouble. Financially, socially, economically, and we're an embarrassment to the South at half the time. So let's come together and let people know that community and this February month can work together and do something that's good for the community. Well, Lord knows I'm going to do it. I'm definitely going to do it. I'm going to make this city work. I'm going to make this city work. And I'm going to say something. No shade on any alderpersons. We haven't had one meeting from the alderpersons since there's been an election in the 6th ward. Well, I'm going to have meetings. We're going to come together. We're going to make this work, and I guarantee you nothing bad's going to happen. And I'm glad to see Rosa here, because Rosa went through a whole lot. She's went through a whole lot, and I think she'll give her a hand. Give Rosa a hand. She did all she could for this city. And she drops off candy and hearts and all that kind of things. So I thank you, Harvey, and I thank you very much. Well, that's like I say again, let's work together. So let's let the whole nation know that the city of Harvey is not something that just sits on the side. We're not a side dish. We're the main menu.
Next up is Melissa Crowley.
Hi, my name is Melissa Crowley, and I'm from the 2nd Ward. And I have some serious concerns. I served on the Special Advisory Committee. A simple First, I want to acknowledge the appointment that has just been. Anyone stepping into public service deserves legitimacy and public confidence from the very beginning. And this is precisely why processes matter. In terms of Illinois law, not rumor, not emotion, not speculation, not targeting anyone, just simply the law. Prohibited activity, 50 IL/3. Public officials may not be directly, financially interested in municipal work. Under 65 ILCS 5, 3.1 through 55 through 10, municipal officer may not be financially interested directly or indirectly. Employment is municipal work. Employment creates a financial interest. Additionally, under the Illinois Governmental Ethics Act, 5 ILCS 420/3, a public official may not use their office for personal financial gain. These statuses exist to prevent not only actual conflicts of interest, but also indirect influence and structural advantage. And even the Bible says, shun the very appearance of evil. During this process, an alderman was present during the interviews on the first day, and that alderman was the husband of the person you saw selected tonight, which means he heard the questions.
20 seconds.
And he heard the other interviewees. There was no formal recusal. Further, under the Illinois Open Meetings Act, official actions and recusals must be reflected in the record. It safeguards where implemented, and documentation should be available.
Your time is up.
There's a video. Ask to see the video. You can hear my objection.
Okay. We're on to aldermanic comments. Alderperson Randall, would you care to go first? Thank you. You are.
City of Harvey, residents, and friends, and family, and media, and everybody, thank you all for being here. I believe everybody plays a role in what happens here tonight, and everybody's important in whatever role that you're playing. I just would ask, that everybody, listen, if you know how to pray, please pray. It's one thing to have a lot to say, but one thing my grandmother always told me, if you got something to say, then you should also have something to pray about. And I'm a true firm believer that the city of Harvey must remain in God's hands ultimately. I don't care, including myself, who sits up there. Ultimately, that's what we do. Doing is we praying for our city, pray for your leaders. Regardless of what you believe, we're all human. Pray for us.
Are you with Univision? Yes.
Other person, Smith.
Everyone, I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. As we all need to see for ourselves what's going on in the city. Don't listen to what everybody says. Let that be your judgment, not what us to tell you stories. I want to thank the residents that did come out and speak about us having our own respect for each other as far as we believe what they think we should be right on the chest. If I don't like what you say, you should like what I say. Everyone should be jumped on, tagged on if I have to leave for something. Because judgment, you know, we all have a past. Everybody got something that they didn't pay, they're not proud of or ashamed of, but we want nobody to know. So drag out somebody else's laundry, be careful, they can come back out on you as well. Now, our mayor is not here anymore. So who are we gonna blame now? Who are we gonna blame now? He's not here anymore, so we don't have to blame him. You girl. So again, what I ask you guys to do is this. Bible says, for lack of knowledge, they shall perish. That does not only mean for the word of God, it also means knowledge of learning about things. Learn about your government, because see, that's what kind of judged us about, they discredit us with. Learning social studies, they should have taught us civics. So we'll understand how government works, how bills are paid, how government even works, why we have this, why we have that. That's something we all been explaining for the past 3 years. So this is what we need to be looking at. What is your gain? What are you taking a gain out of this? What are you? Is it for the people or is it for self? Because that's what a lot of it is. Transparency, accountability, I've heard that a whole lot of times, but we're not transparent about a lot of things. And we on. So while we talk about us killing and cheating and doing all that, we need to make sure it's aligned up with the government, with accounting laws as well. So that's all I'm saying. So again, you don't have to like me. I'm gonna say what I want, because I believe in what I believe in too. And I love the city of Harvey, just like our mayor did. Our mayor died trying to pick this city up the way it was, and no matter how people got up here and attacked him, I want you all to know. He's not here to take us over to the cross to the other land, but it's gonna be up to y'all responsibility to stand up, keep your eyes open, and don't fall for the okie doke, okay? Y'all have a great night.
Thank you. Other person, Chapman.
Good evening, Second Ward and City Attorney. I want to first start off with congratulations to Acting Mayor Shirley Lewinsky, as well as to Janet Rogers, Acting Clerk. This is a pivotal moment for our city, and transitional moments require steady leadership, collaboration, and a renewed commitment to doing things the right way. I also want to ground this moment in the legacy of the late Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr. Reverend Jackson reminded generations of one core truth: I am somebody. That message wasn't just about self-esteem, it was about dignity, visibility, treated as worthy of respect in every room where decisions are made. And as we move through city council, that message should guide how we govern. Because we are somebody means our kids are somebody. And they deserve a government that is clear, consistent, and accountable. It means we don't rush past process. We don't skip steps. We don't leave people confused about decisions are being made or why they're being made. At our last city council meeting, this council voted unanimously across the board. I want to acknowledge that because unity matters. It sends a message to the residents that we can come together when clarity is provided and when the process is understood. However, I want to be transparent about my understanding at that time of the vote. I was under the impression that moving forward unanimously meant we should also take a deliberate and disciplined approach to our spending, particularly separating essential obligations from discretionary purchases. Like I gave an example, B&F Construction Code at $60,000 per month, $300,000 annually, and ensuring stronger financial oversight. My expectation was that unity would translate structure, clear definitions of essential versus non-essential spending. Finance Committee, regular financial reporting before all expenses. We're simply putting the cart before the horse. We're simply putting the cart before the horse. All I can assure you to, please continue to be adamant and being involved in the process, continue to ask the necessary questions until we get the necessary oversight is necessary. I invite everyone out Wednesday, March 18th, 6 p.m.
All right, well, thank you, everybody. Stand up. Heard a little bit, but I really want to start off by saying that I graduated in this auditorium from 1986. I'm going wild for life. That's why I'm rocking my purple suit. If I want to walk back, my little event. Well, I got to get that moment on now. Wildcat for life. And I know it's pretty. Maybe that was what Spike said on the report, but I don't let things like that just know I need to do things better. You know, with that being said, you know, congratulations, Mayor Shirley, Janet. You know, I love y'all. I try to get along with everybody as best as possible. I try to do the right things. You know, I got my man right here, Mr. Winnington, which was a former alderman, and I can shake his hand. And what people don't know, him and my son is the best of friends since what, 8th grade? Nate and my son TJ, but you never heard that in the politic thing, or when we battling backwards and forth and everything, because we got respect for each other. And that's what we really need, and that's what we really know. I'll be able to do the best I can. And if I could speak twice a month, I never get a chance to speak anyway. But if I get a chance to speak twice a month, you'll know just what's going on, what we're doing, and trying to do things and show that I'm a team player. You know, I even graduated from college. I'm the only one in college, graduated from Roosevelt University. I have a degree in organizational leadership. I didn't know where I was going to go. I didn't know that God was going to send me back here to the city of Harvey, so I want to be able to do my job. But the thing about it, we need to cut a lot of this stuff. I mean, most of the time people talk because what they don't know. If you don't know, you're going to listen to somebody that tell you know. Find out for yourself. And don't wait for nobody to have it. Like I said, opportunity to just knock on the door. Sometimes you got to get out there. Somebody look for a job, like a job gonna knock on the door. Hello, this is a job. Open up the door. You don't have to be able to be like that. We got to get out here and get it. But with our city and these time that we have before the next year, let's just stay stable. Let's be smart on how we spending our money and the decisions that we doing things, and let everybody be more transparent, at least try to get along with each other. You don't have to get along with nobody, just show respect. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I want to extend a deep appreciation to District. Oh, I am so sorry. This is so hard to see. Yes. Yes, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mayor, Interim Mayor Shirley. I like Shirley better, but we will acknowledge Interim Mayor. First of all, I'd just like to say that we should never, ever take footsteps for granted. 3 months ago, I didn't have a footstep. Today, I have an abundance of footsteps, and I give God the glory. I'd like to acknowledge some special people here. Former Alderman Keith Price, who's a great friend of mine. Alderman from Dartmouth, our trustee, Sam Brown, and Don Cord Parker, our political guru, Commissioner Keisha Brown, my brother here, Kenny Henderson, great man, You know, Brother Billy O'Neill, great guy. Commissioner from the library, Felicia Brown. Now, while I'm giving all these condolences and I'm sorry, congratulations, these congratulations. Let me start, let me go into the process just a minute. Before I go a step further, it would be remiss of me if I didn't congratulate my lovely queen, Janet Rogers. And I see Vice President of Harvey School District 152, Michael Gardner. And I see Pastor Moyer, and I'd like to thank Reverend Jeffrey Smith for that lovely prayer that he opened us up with, so we can all be on the same accord. But I'd like to go into a brief detail about how this selection process went. There were 9 candidates for the clerk's position. And I told interim mayor Shirley, I said, Shirley, my wife is a candidate. I don't feel comfortable by being on the interview process, even though the Alderman Keys, we didn't have an opportunity to ask one question. We were just there as kind of liaisons over this entire process. We did 5 applicants on the first day. That was my day. 5 applicants, okay? On the second day, we did 4 more applicants. That was Alderman Keys' day. And Mr. Amani, who's back there doing the video right now, he did video, 4-hour video, and nothing was edited, nothing was taken out. Alderman Keys looked at the videos from the first day because he wasn't there in attendance. I looked at the video from the second day because I wasn't there. Okay? Now I'm gonna be honest with you.
30 seconds.
On a scale of 1 to 10, my wife was a dozen. She was 12. If you want what's best for this city, then you got what's best for the city. Take your personal equations out. Okay? Let's do what's right. This is a brand new administration. We have a golden opportunity to come out of the locker room, let the coach blow the whistle, and let's play ball. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, and again, my apologies. Wow. I want to thank District 205 for allowing us to use this establishment. This is a lovely, lovely auditorium. I think that we would have been really squished in City Hall, so I thank the district immensely. I want to talk about the actual process for the clerk. I asked for 2 runners-up. Oh, 2. Then this is going to end. What happens is that the mayor or acting mayor has the authority to name the person themselves without going through any interview process. I could have put anybody in that office. But in the efforts of working together as a team, Alderperson Chapman and I had a conversation, and it was her idea, and we brainstormed this, and we ran with it. I didn't need to name a person. We'll let the residents, and then we'll have 2 aldermen. Now, the process is, if you have an open seat for either an alderman or for clerk, you can name 1 person. The mayor can name 1 person. Then the alderman would vote. And if that person did not get elected, then another person would have an opportunity. That's why I asked for 2 people up, 2 applicants, instead of going through the whole process all over again. If that person did not get elected, then I would choose out of the 2 who would be our clerk. And that was the purpose of having 2 people. Bottom line, we had to have this position filled. And we as a team collectively came up with this point, and we took an extra few days. And I thank the people who volunteered their time because they did a wonderful job. So that was the process with the clerk. And I want to say to my colleagues sitting up here, we are a team. I didn't wake up and say that I wanted to be mayor. 16 years ago, people asked me, would I run for mayor? That was not my goal. That was not my goal. And sometimes God has different plans. And I'm fulfilling an agreement that we made in 2023 about Mayor Pro Tem as a senior alderman. So I thank each and every one of the council members for their confidence in their vote and their confidence in me during this very difficult time. So I'm going to ask, and I'm going to echo the sentiments of Alderperson Randall. Please think positive thoughts of our city and keep us all in your prayers. God bless. Good night. A motion to adjourn. It is going to be a learning process. We'll all learn together. Thank you. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Listen to people blather all day. And you just stand there and you probably know half the stuff they're saying is BS. You're just like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm good. You guys are very patient. But yeah, tell your reporter, you know. There's the one deputy clerk that is Spanish speaking, but otherwise it's really, it's nothing, nada. Hay nada para los hispanohablantes. Hay poco. Si te quieres divertir.
Is it lighting right on my boy and he ain't got no makeup on?
So that was a lot of talking, you guys, and yeah, Shirley's interim mayor, Janet Rogers, convicted felon and board member who was over the chicken wing scandal, $1.5 million worth of chicken wings that were stolen that was never resolved. She was appointed as interim, so just more of the usual BS for Harvey. This is going to be a long year, that plant lady says. I know, right?
You guys, thank you guys for being here so late. We're going to do a quick statement, and then we'll do questions and answers right after them.
Okay, well, thank you for all coming today. I want to give my thoughts and my prayers to the Clark family during this difficult time. I want to apologize, I still have laryngitis. But this Clark is a very dear friend of mine. And we joined back in 2015 and pledged to work together. It's very difficult to accept this role because we were so close and he should be standing forward. With that being said, I am honored and yet very emotional. So I have a brief statement written up. I want to thank the City Council for the confidence that they have placed in me during this very difficult time. I accept this responsibility with humility and a deep sense of the residents of those of you who know, I am like was
It was a
expunged.
clemency. So do you have any, you made the ultimate.
Yes.
That happened. She was dealing with. So when residents see fraud, and now someone being appointed into a position that involves personal information, they have red flags on them. Red flags, with all due respect, ever come up in your mind?
Not at all. Expunged is expunged. She is a trustee at District 510, which is the college board. She has served that. She has also served on 152 and previous in the position as the president. So today's forward, speaking on my decision, I have no concern whatsoever. In addition, the two roles between an alderman and a clerk do not intertwine, so there is no conflict there. So I appreciate your question. Thank you.
Mayor, you heard the public talk. There is distrust and lack of confidence. What's going to change under your administration?
Trust. The question is trust.
Declared, especially with the police and the fire department. Do you have any sort of a time people be able to return to work or any sort of plans?
It was up to me yesterday. It was more realistically, we are putting our eggs before the horse, but I'm hoping by May 1st.
Would the emergency state funding only pay for the unpaid pensions, or would it restore money for salaries to bring workers back?
I am hoping it will be the whole budget. Yes.
About your board right now, when you step into this position, will you leave your seat vacant? Will you appoint someone? And then the other part of that, there is a difference in pay, ultimately, from an alderman and the mayor. Will you take the new pay as mayor, or will you keep the pay as alderman?
No, I will take
And to residents who might say, you're taking the pay at a time when they're already distressed. Why not just keep the pay that you're doing?
That's a good question. I really never thought of it in that aspect. I know that the responsibility between the mayor and the alderman in the town, one division, one small section of the city. This comes with a lot more responsibility and time. I don't even know the actual pay. I just know that there is a difference. I haven't looked up to it as it stands right now. And as of this afternoon, my pay remained the same.
So, but you will take the pay increase?
I will take the pay increase. I will do that.
Congratulations.
As far regarding the position of first ward alderman, you also
Yeah, what
asked
about that part? Will you?
Oh, that one, I haven't really given it much thought. The purpose of the mayor is if there was any tie votes. And so I will have to talk to the team and legal on appointing somebody as an alderperson. I haven't really gave that much thought. Thank you. Yes, a lot of things happened. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor, would you care to explain why you took 2 patrolmen off the streets for your private security at a time when we're having a financial crisis? Mayor?
Can you explain putting a police report on an 80-year-old black woman for nothing wrong? Can you explain that?
Explain why you harassing this man when you know Jedediah Brown?
Girl, please, get out of here.
Get out of here. Can you ask that? Can you ask her why you trying to incite racial tensions within the city of Harvey? You trying to incite it?
Bye, Snagitude. Ryan, about the police report on an 80-year-old black woman, did you feel harassed by her? Did you feel harassed? Was that your reason for putting a police report on an 80-year-old black woman? Did you feel threatened and harassed?
You're harassing me. I'm not going to ask you again. You need to leave me alone.
I'm asking you the same question you just asked the mayor. I'm doing the same thing. Did you feel harassed when you put the police report on an 80-year-old black woman for nothing? You said she was harassing you because you made a racist comment and she responded and you put a racist police report on her? To your racist comment that you made.
See, everybody uses how she
Racist comments.
You just keep harassing me. Go right ahead. I'll show it to the judge.
Ma'am, we gotta go, please.
I want to know how you feel about putting a police report on an 80-year-old black woman, Ryan.
How do you feel about violating an order of protection?
Produce it if I have one.
You're in
You
violation.
understand? Produce it.
And actually, Harvey Police, you should be arresting her for violating my order. You should be arresting her for violating my order. What's the purpose of having an order if you don't do your job, police? But of course, they don't do their job in Harvey.
Carry some too. I think I'm gonna load it all in my cart over there and I'll be okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Let me move out of your way. I'll move out of your way for you.
Yes, I'm leaving, Charlie. Where something pops up.
Ah. Right, be careful. Okay, this right here.
What are you guys planning? I guess we'll be editing for a while and just providing some like city. Yeah.
Okay, guys, thanks for hanging in there. We're just about done.
Good, how about you?
Thanks for coming out, guys. As always, thank you.
How's family doing?
Thanks for
How's yours?
not ignoring us. We appreciate it. Whoop. Is this one of you guys's?
Yeah.
It's yours? Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Who is the lady that the lady from Harvey? She doesn't talk to us residents. Is she like the PR person? That lady that was walking around?
Honestly, I have no idea.
I'm
not sure.
Okay. That's my guess. That is my guess. I think I've kind of heard of her, but I don't know exactly. But don't forget that chicken wing scandal with Miss Rogers. She controlled that school board for many years, 152, and $1.5 million worth of chicken wings were stolen, and one lonely lunch lady went to jail, and we never solved it. We never solved it, and I ran for that board. That's why they hate me, because they know I want to get answers. Oh, they do. They hate me, but we never got answers. Yeah, they're interesting. They're interesting figures. It'll be a good story. Yeah. Oh, look at you guys. They redid the, if you hadn't seen the lobby, school looks pretty good. Good old quarantine. They redid the lobby in the auditorium like some years ago. Oops, I'm sorry, excuse me. Chappelle, were they, I saw them hassling you.
Illinois law SB 1563 classifies squatting as criminal trespassing, allowing police to remove individuals without formal eviction, while squatters' rights via exists requiring 20 years of continuous hostile and exclusive occupancy, or 7 years with color of title and tax payments. New legislation forces on immediate removal of unlawful occupants. So it don't say anything
How does the
about.
officer know he's unlawful if the owner's not there saying, I'm the owner's property, he has no right to be here, I want him out of there? How do we prove it?
Okay, so if somebody is in a building that's boarded up and it has no trespassing, and someone is inside of there.
Who's signing the complaint for trespass? Because the police surely can.
What you mean?
Who's signing the trespass complaint?
The person that called the police.
Remember, if you're talking about city-owned properties, that should be a given. The city's not renting out any properties, like the ones where we found the person on Myrtle. That should be given. So we don't need anybody to sign a complaint for that because the city's the landowner.
If the city owns the property and we get a call,
Yeah.
we know the city owns it, then we definitely will
Okay.
get those squatters out of there.
Well,
But all we have to do, the issue is this. Building and planning has to be the complainant. The police cannot be the complainant. So you give me the call and say, hey man, I got these people in the house on murder. Cool, no problem. Hey, pastor, hey, I got somebody over here. Do we own this property? Yes. We sign a complaint. Got people here.
Right.
If they do leave, there's no need for it.
Right,
But
right.
If they refuse to leave, then I have to get him to sign a complaint. The police cannot be the complainant on criminal trespass or squat. So that's the purpose of having an owner. But if you search your Google differently, it tells you that now we can remove squatters. No. We can remove squatters, but the owner has to be present and he has to have the documentation that shows that he's the property owner. I don't know why. That's AI. Go to the actual statute and it'll tell you.
That makes sense. But for city property, then how would that work?
No, not for city property. City property is the way I explained it. But for someone who owns a property, what if the city don't?
No. I understand that part. I just wanted to make sure because I always see people trying to get into the Myrtle
Go
properties.
ahead and turn them off. We got to get out of here.
Yeah. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't know if that's what you were asking about.
Yeah, I'm, what was that? What
trying
I
to
say,
let
15, 20? All right.
Yeah. I didn't know if you were referring to public properties or private, but
No, I was just,
it just made me think of what happened at that Myrtle one.
right.
When you asked that.
I mean, them, they all out there, and it says, no trespassing.
You call the city I know who to contact to get that complaint signed.
Okay.
Go ahead and get them done.
Okay, good.
Call
Good.
them though and give them
Good.
opportunity.
Well, no, I'm saying, I did that. I called, I waited. Right, it was at night.
I'll be here all anytime y'all get home safe.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, it was one night,
Right.
What day was that?
I saw it too. Yeah, there's a light on in that house. That the city.
So many of them.
What is chicken head you was
Yeah.
talking about? We still looking for it. Is it done?
Girl. You look, tell me. That was 11,000 pounds.
Thank you. Have a great night.
So
Oh, that's a good idea. Actually, to ask him. Good idea.
No, you see how he gonna tell me I couldn't stand there and listen.
I caught that.
Everybody else was standing there.
That's
crazy.
BS. You cannot tell the public. Oh, you can't go
No, I
over there.
couldn't stand out. It wasn't like I was crossing the line. I was just
No.
standing there listening to her.
Right.
That's all.
They're so freaking rude, man. So you guys see, we still got the usual police and everything.
They keep on playing if they want to. They give you,
I feel like I want to tell this lady again, don't forget about the chicken wing scandal for Jen.
y'all need to start looking into that chicken wing scandal. That's y'all need
Yeah,
to
don't forget.
bring that back up.
$1.5 million worth of chicken wings. Stolen, baby. And poor Vera, she's probably still sitting in prison for it. Yeah, did you see who showed up? Okay, y'all. So now, I'm gonna head out here. Thank you for staying with me. Because you know who is still young and trying to make a ruckus. She's trying to make a ruckus, but that's okay. So we're headed out anyway. But yeah, I saw Marshawn there. I don't know if you guys remember Marshawn. He was my second ward alderman, and then he ran for mayor. Wasn't a particularly good alderman, or did he run a particularly good candidacy for mayor, but yeah, I don't know why he shows up tonight of all nights. So. Yeah, and I so apologize about that reception, you guys. I don't know what, I really don't know what was up with the reception, man. That was really weird. Oh no. Of course I got a train. Do you think that you trust Shirley? No, not at all. No, never, never. I mean, we know she's not trustworthy because she voted with Clark all these years, you know? She voted with Mr. Clark. And never questioned anything that he said. And yeah, that's a problem. That is a problem, people. They're all just super shady people. Very shady. When it comes down to it, they always want land and money. Or other resources, but it's a lot of times it's about land and money. And if you guys have ever been to Harvey, you know the CSX, the old Grand Trunk Railroad tracks that go diagonally through the city are a pain in the dupa, as we say in Polish. But at least this train is moving, so. Harvey. I really want to listen to some Bad Bunny now. Si te quieres divertir. In 2028. What do you mean? The Rage Against the Machine. Hey, Left. I didn't know you were on. You know, I probably like know. I feel like I probably know some of their songs, but I can't name it. You know, offhand. But no, I'm all about Bad Bunny, baby, with all those beats and his anti-colonial subversion. Like, that's what we need. What you saw tonight, these are all professional leeches. That is their goal. Their goal is to, they don't care about any person or community. Their goal is to take as much as possible. You know. And that's why the young lady was trying to, you know, paint me as racist, etc., etc. They've done that before. The new change in Harvard, the new alderman mayor. Oh yeah, I'll start next year, Brian, 2027. So those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Oh, you mean like police, Lieutenant? Is that what you're saying? What did you guys ask? Okay, hold on. Yeah. Sit down, bootleg motivational speakers are full, blah, 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 right? Yeah. This isn't right. This is gonna be a long year. Ask her how nepotism, McCaskills, and Rogers will affect the average Harvey resident. Yes. I was wondering what happened to Froggy from the Little Rascals. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, you know, it's true. And though I do know some very nice, you know, police officers in general, the longer I live, especially the more activism work that I do, the more I see that, unfortunately, the nice people are great, but they are quickly destroyed within the system, right? Because the way that our police are set up right now, they're not accountable to the people. They're accountable to rich people, people who have money and who have land. And if you don't have the most money or the most land in whatever area you're in, the police will not help you. That's usually how it works. I mean, it's sad, it shouldn't be that way, but for my review. Oh, good, Brian. Thank you. Yes, I need the encouragement. It's been very tough lately, so hit the like. Thank you. Yes, like, subscribe. I appreciate you all. You see the harassment I get. I'm a horrible racist person. How dare I ask questions about money? How dare I? It's so racist. Actually, you know what was really racist is when you steal people's money and don't care about them. especially when you claim to be of the same race or background, and then you use that to deceive people. That's actually what's really racist. Si te quieres divertir. Nueva York. Nueva York. Well, it's pretty, I'll say it's cold, but I mean, I guess the average for this time of year is 24 degrees. All right, you guys, yeah, I'll be back later with my recap. So thanks for joining, and we'll talk soon. Ciao for now.